Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Tyndall or Tim Plays here today, and I know I typically play like Pokemon or play singles or doubles or whatever. As sometimes drafts. I'm a little hit or miss in there, but today is gonna be a little different because honestly, what I saw today when I came back from getting lunch was honestly, in my opinion, just like really scummy, and I think it needs to be addressed because what this person did is really unfair and honestly just doesn't make sense, especially in the Pokemon community. Um, the most majority of people in the Pokemon community are, that I've met tend to not be, annoying or mad or just like a generally bad person. Uh, and we have fun and play the game. But I'm a part of this group of people, of friends, where we like to play tournaments together and we'll play random tournaments on Limitless to get some practice while having some fun, playing in Reg C. Because we all know like NAIC is coming up here soon, so we just want to get that practice in, help each other out, get better at the game. So we were playing in this tournament, and the reason we're on a black screen here is because it's a slideshow. But we were playing on this tournament. I wasn't actually playing, but a couple of my friends were, and you know, we were playing and we got into a little bit of an issue with the tournament organizer. And so, just want to pull up. Yeah, these are screenshots, so the pictures are kind of blurry. Try to get the best I want. I do have raw footage from OBS, so if this is too blurry, then we can always just get a. Yeah, I can just post the raw footage if you would like, or like a private thing, not public, but private. So I can just give you the link and post it around if you want it. But either way, we have the Rumple Man. Great guy, super nice. He was playing in the Limitless tournament, and his opponent disconnected. As you can see, the opponent you can clearly tell the opponent disconnected because one, it says communication with the other trainer is interrupted. You see that right there in that top left corner. You also see in the top right corner, this is the biggest teller, which I've come to find is when you back out of the game, if your icon is still there, that means you didn't disconnect and the other person actually disconnected and left uh, from the server or whatever. So the opponent clearly disconnected, and I know the screenshots aren't like the greatest, but Rumple is over here like, what happened, And it's like, okay, well, you disconnected, so I get game one, and we can continue. So he's also later in this last corner, he's like, let's just replay game one because it was only turn one and then disconnected. So he was like, let's just replay game turn one, do the exact same thing that happened, and it should be okay. We can just replay turn one. But what happened was the person was insistent that Rumple did in fact disconnect, which he most clearly did not, based on the information he given to us. Uh, and that he wanted to move forward to game two. Now, the thing with this is he wants to move forward without reporting game one into game two. This is the tournament organizer. So, the person he has to report to, which honestly, if you're a tournament organizer, never do this, please. Uh, do not make it where the person you have to report to, if you're playing in your own tournament, the person you have to report to with problems is you, because it's just unfair. Because certain situations like this happen where you can abuse your power to get a free win, even though a free win and can take a set because of unsportsmanlike conduct and playing and abusing your power as a tournament organizer. So, tournament organizers, please, for the sake of everyone, do not manage your own tournaments if you're playing in them. Please, just have like an admin or something do deal with the issues. Uh, or just be a bigger person and accept that you are the tournament organizer, so you should be held higher on a pedestal when it comes to sportsman conduct, and you should just you know drop the game or replay the game or whatever. Come up with a decent solution instead of trying to steal a win like this. uh, But he's trying to steal the win, and the only person he can talk to, Rumpel, is the tournament organizer, which is his opponent. So it doesn't really it doesn't work there because obviously it's biased information, and he obviously wants the win. So so either way, he goes over. Rumpel goes over. Is talking. He goes over to a third party. As you can see here, we have the limitless information. This is his disconnect rule. So Rumpel did in fact follow his disconnect rule. He posted a screenshot within 5. Um, he requested a judge and stuff like that. So he did all this. Uh, and then you see here we have the screenshot of the round, and you can see that Rumpel actually lost 2-1, even though they never played a game. So he actually gave himself the win for this round. So if we continue here, we have screenshots of what he was saying, and the top one is another problem that I want to talk about. But either way, we have Deagle Beagle talking. We'll look at the bottom one real quick. Not everything that happens deserves an explanation. I don't know if any, I don't know of any owners of tournaments that have been transparent as I have. Uh, which I find this is very ironic because he's being very untransparent, and he has went and blocked a bunch of people for just liking the post of what happened when Rumpel posted it on, or when Rumpel and a bunch of other people posted what was going on. He actually blocked them and just for liking the post, which is I think a little bit extreme and kind of petty. But either way, if we continue, it goes. Like I've never once seen someone explain why they banned and so. It's really none of their business anyways. Um, as this is technically true, it is none of our business why they got banned, but you should give a reason. It's to keep tournament organizers accountable. It's to let everyone know this is not allowed. You shouldn't be doing this. So honestly, giving a reason is very important. And why this specific person didn't get banned isn't their business, but the idea of a person getting banned in the tournament is. Because if they got banned for something that no one knows, then everyone can get banned. So just give a reason. That's all asking for. Give a reason. We actually know the reason here, which is hilarious, especially since he just said he was being transparent, and he proceeds to not be transparent. Um, but the rules clearly state that you have a certain length of time to battle, and if you refuse to keep battling, you lose the round. Now, this is a interesting thing because Rumpel did not refuse to stop battling. This is like technical or whatever, but game 1 happened. Rumpel wants game 1 reported as a win, basically, or to replay game 1. But Deagle Beagle wants to play game 2 when game 1 technically hasn't been finished. So if you're playing in this kind of situation, play game 1 out. Just play game 1 out. Like, if you disconnected, which we have evidence that he did, just take the game loss or come with a compromise like Rumpels have and just replay turn 1, game 1. Just replay game 1. But he refuses to play game 1 again, so Rumpel refuses to play game 2. And the reason I agree with Rumpel not playing game 2 is because this is the tournament organizer, and if he played game 2 and lost, who knows what would happen? Where he could just claim game 1 win, and then claim game 2 win, and then Rumpel was cheated out of an entire set, which is just not sportsmanlike. You shouldn't be doing that. Just play each game at a time. The reason it's called game 1 is it's because it's the first game, and you gotta finish it. Then you can go on to game 2. You can finish that, and if you have to, go on to game 3 and finish that. We ain't gonna jump around to game 2 to game 3 to game 1. It doesn't work like that. Uh, so he wanted to jump to game 2 and leaving game 1 up in the air, which why? There's no reason to do that. It's just play game 1 out. Uh, but yeah, and so the last thing he says there is it's also the rules state that a significant problem must be PM to Deagle Beagle, not posted in public Discord. So this okay, this is a dumb rule because you're playing in your own tournament. The only people that can see the problem is you getting DM'd. So you're the only. It's only you versus this person. Person's word. And so what's happening is, if if it's just you two fighting each other, it's who said who, what said what. This is puts significant advantage into the tournament organizers. Uh, it's this tournament organizer's side because he can just ban you from the server, ban you from the tour, and then remove your information. Like if you don't like record it or take a picture of it, he can delete the post or his DM with you, and you can't get the information back. And then he can just go on and win. So Rumpel actually posted the the screenshots we had here before in the public Discord in the tournament section. He's like, "What's going on? I shouldn't be." After he DM'd because he was being non-transparent and petty and trying to get a free win. So he posted it in the public, which ended up him getting banned from the. He actually got banned from the Discord. So Rumpel's no longer in the Discord, and he actually deleted this post, which I have acquired. So, um, that first of all, come on, man, that's just scummy. Don't do that. Like just a normal person, why are you doing that? As a tournament organizer, you shouldn't be doing that. And once again, do not control your own tournaments when you're playing in your own tournament. Just don't do it. Have someone else do it because situations like this. Um, and another thing is, if we go back, where is it? So we go back here to this page. We're gonna go up to the top one now. He says, for record, ginning is allowed in my tournaments. I've never seen someone have issue with it before, with a limitless tour. And as for regionals, I could see someone saying that. But in AFK all or AFK all limitless tours either allow it or have no rules against it. So here's the thing. I don't care if there's a rule against ginning. I don't care if it's a regional. I don't care if it's local. I don't care if it's some random game you're playing with your friends. Uh, and I especially don't care if it's a limitless tour. Uh, do not gen your Pokemon, please. It's I know it's like appealing, but just don't do it. There is more than enough time to get the Pokemon you need in the recent generations to make a team and be ready for a tournament or local. So for important events like tournaments and locals and stuff like that and regionals, don't gen your Pokemon. You have more than enough time. Especially if Pokemon Home coming out here soon, you could build a Pokemon in Sword and Shield and pull it over into Scarlet and Violet. It Building a Pokemon team has never been easier in the history of Pokemon ever. So just you don't need to gen your Pokemon to make a competitive team. So don't do it, please. Uh, and it'll make your life so much easier if you just don't gen Pokemon. Especially if you want to go to regionals. If you go to a regional and you have a gen Pokemon and they figure out, you're banned. So just have a legit Pokemon. You know, do it yourself. Takes a little bit of time, yes, but it doesn't take that much time. And if you have a time problem, ask a trusted friend to help you with, helping you with building teams. So don't gen Pokemon. Let's just stay with that. Just don't gen Pokemon. But either way, he's talking about genning Pokemon and stuff like that. So having a problem. And a couple of my other friends got kicked out of the tournament and banned from the Discord server because he got called out on having. All right, sorry, he called Deagle Beagle out for having gen Pokemon. So as you can see here, we have two pictures of gen Pokemon with it says right there, Deagle Beagle's Pokemon, Deagle Beagle's Pokemon. So it's pretty cut and dry. Those are in fact gen Pokemon from current position waiting 3 minutes, 3 minutes. That's added link trade. So this is a public server, public genning server. We got these screenshots of him ginning Pokemon. So, in short, and then we have here on his Twitter, right? So he, first of all, he's blocking people on Twitter for liking people's posts about the situation, or even retweeting or making their own posts. He's been blocking them. I have in fact been blocked just for liking Rumble's posts and liking the other people's posts. So we have been blocked here. But we have a tweet from Deagle Beagle. As you can see, there's this tournament that he was hosting. And then right under it says, in case anyone is wondering what happened tonight, a few players publicly posted my mons in Discord with the stats and everything. That's not a joke. That's something that would get you banned even at an IRL event too. If any of the source of the information came from if any of the source came from a public Discord. So he's saying that because they posted information about my Pokemon with EVs, I basically like banned them or whatever and stuff like that. Even though they're mostly just putting out that it's a gen Pokemon. So yeah, there's that. And then it says I wouldn't have been as strict as I was if it was just one person, and if I wasn't so busy. It is what it is, of course. I don't even care to really argue about it. This is just to inform people what's going on for transparency and cleaning up any misinformation. So this is hilarious because one, he's trying to act all, you know, I'm being clear to you. I'm giving you all the information. Then we have something like this where against Rumble, he's clearly not giving all the information out to everyone, not being transparent to everyone. So I just find the irony there, as well as you know, they're Gen Pokemon. He got called out in game Gen Pokemon, and so he decided to get rid of the people that called him out and then blocked them and stuff like that. But yeah, so honestly, uh, if it was me, we if it was me, I'm not gonna ask you to like backlash them or anything like that. Let's not do that. Like, we're watching the video. You're watching the video. You're just here to learn, to kind of see what's going on with the drama. Don't backlash at them. I simply want you to do one thing and one thing only. Is I want you to go on Twitter, like Rumple's post. Make this known and what make this well known. Make it public information that everyone can understand and see. And then I simply want you to not play in his tournaments anymore. That's it. Just don't play in his tournaments anymore. Nothing else. No hate. No backlashing. No calling him mean names or hating on him on Twitter or anything like that. Just don't play in his tournaments anymore. Because if you're going to be a tournament organizer and you're going to do this to people, you shouldn't be a tournament organizer. So I simply am just going to ask, do not play in his tournaments. We will not be playing in his tournaments anymore. Uh, So if we could just not play in his tournaments, then this will no longer be a problem, and he won't be a tournament organizer because we will allow him to be a tournament organizer. He can have his tournaments with like 2 people or 3 people, while we all go play another tournament at Limitless. So either way, thank you. This is 10 plays or Tyndall, and hopefully, since we had this super serious video, I will play Pokemon tomorrow as a makeup for what is going on here. And we'll have a little bit of fun. I might invite a person. We'll see. But either way, thank you for watching. And I will see you all hopefully either tomorrow or let's say either tomorrow or guaranteed Saturday. We'll do that. Tomorrow or guaranteed Saturday. But either way, thank you. And I will be playing something. Comment down below what you would like me to see play. And if there's a certain Pokemon you want to see me use. All right, well, see you guys.